Was delivery inconsistency the biggest issue for Charlie?
You know, that could have been it, Jen. It was hard for him from the beginning. The first 3 innings, the first 2 batters were on base on every inning. He had 2 batters on base every inning he was out there. So I don't think he had a good feel for a sinker on getting a foot down, letting it out of his hand. Obviously threw a lot more breaking balls than we've seen from or like to see from, but it seemed to be the one pitch that he was finding some rhythm with. Sometimes you can do that and get back and find your rhythm with your sinker, but there wasn't rhythm out there today. There wasn't real good tempo. You know, he gave it everything he had. He just didn't. He couldn't find the right slot for the two-seamer today.
They had 4 stolen bases. Is that also due to the kind of the lack of command with all the walks that were from today?
Well, you keep putting that many guys on, they get some guys. Some of those guys can run. The Campana kid can run. Castro kid can run. We know the guys that can run. They're also taking advantages of some guys being very deliberate, trying to slow down and throw strikes. And Watson got his pocket picked by Ramirez. I mean, it's absolutely. We had 9 walks and a hit batter on the day. Obviously, we were forcing the issue getting guys on base. So, but unfortunately, we had some guys on that could run and took advantage of that as well.
Neil hadn't hit too well in the last few days. What did you see on that home run swing?
Well, there's some times that, you know, he gets his foot down, he kind of falls into his swing. That time he put his foot down, just let that barrel work, let his hands work out in front of him. And you saw a number of balls were hit to center field today and knocked down. I mean, that ball was hammered out there. So sometimes all it takes is one good swing to get back in a rhythm. But they were spinning him soft. They were throwing some change-ups down the zone, getting him out front, and he was just kind of, you know, chasing down. He got his foot down there, held his position, and let his hands work much better. So that's a sign of some good things to come.
Is there anything getaway game in September on the road? Is this one of those instances that could be a real challenge to maintain focus?
I don't think so. I mean, what's tough is when you put 10 guys on base without having to hit the ball. We were sloppy off the mound. We got sloppy in the field. Sometimes it's contagious. We just didn't play a good ball game today. Then we found a way to try and sneak back in it at the end. So there's no excuses here. We didn't play a good game today. We definitely didn't play well enough to win.
Have you had a chance to see the play with Leah first?
No. No, it's 400 feet from the dugout up here, so you know how far that is. No, I haven't.
You see anything on McCutcheon in the warm-up that made you have second thoughts?
No. We were going to hold off on Veras, but once the home run was hit, I didn't want him to get up and get hot and then not put him in the game. So we just waited until we got the home run, then got him up. Knew we'd have to take some time, maybe a little extra time to get Jose in and try and get him in a leverage situation in the middle of the lineup, and that didn't work either.
Tony pitched well, pitching out of the jam that Charlie set up, and then he did well the first 2 outs. Were you encouraged by at least the progress he made before things kind of fell apart for him?
Well, you know, you look for bright spots. The first 4 outs were as clean as you could want outs, especially, you know, to come in and get the 2. You know, he got the catcher on a rolling bunt. If it's hit 5 feet to his left, we got to force out at home. But he gets the 2 quick outs. One was the pitcher, but then he cuts the first 2 guys up, and then it's just 2 runaway walks. And puts himself in a jam, and then they they throw a hand grenade in left field, and another run scores. So we just were sloppy today. Jose, 2 quick outs again in the 8th, and then 2 runaway walks. He just went to the breaking ball, and then they dump a ball in on us. So we just weren't sharp. We just weren't sharp. We had to revisit some things, and definitely the foundation of pitching, establishing our fastball. We had a couple, you know, especially Jose, he just got out of rhythm with that. We just got real spin happening.
Thanks.